this is Dan.
Bob.
And Dr. Aggro.
From GigaBoots.com, and welcome to GigaBoots Podcast number 39. We didn't name this one. What are we going to name this one? Come on, guys. Names.
Well,
names.
Did you ever let me name anything Anisotropic Volcano?
If we did, that was old GigaBoots Podcast before we rebooted.
So
GigaBoots Podcast number 39, Anisotropic Volcano. Woo! So I was in my living room. Brett was hanging out with us, and about 10 minutes in, 15 minutes into screaming about ambient occlusion and how it looks like shit, I realized
which I have seen
that
him do.
is what the Rant is Go should be. So it's like Batman standing next to his fucking wall, and ambient occlusion tells the game that, hey, like, he should be projecting a shadow him on the wall that's bigger than him in every direction, because that makes sense from the light source. And now Batman has shadow powers.
Batman always has shadow powers,
He
then.
should have shadow powers. He doesn't. He has queer in the darkness beating people up powers. People like, he just called Batman a gay person. And I'm like, but the joke is he's not gay. The joke is a man running around at night strapped in leather. Wait, let me start again. There's a joke in here, and I used that word in an unoffensive way. Let me just figure out how I did that.
I think you're lying.
No, this is a truth bomb. I just need to defuse it now.
Fucking post hoc ergo non-offensive reasoning. We live in the South. The Civil War was absolutely not about slavery.
No.
60% tops.
It was about freedom and independence.
True.
America?
We weren't America yet. We were still America.
Oh, okay. America.
It was mostly South Carolina.
So, hey, Aggro.
Yeah.
What you been playing for the last week?
I actually booted up Fez because it was free.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was free. It was really free.
I'd only ever seen screenshots and heard OMG Fez is the hardest puzzle game ever. That was all I knew. So
Okay.
I didn't know anything about like the perspective switching and the platforming and I haven't felt my stomach drop out this much since Echo Chrome going, okay, that's weird. Okay, I think I understand it now. All right. Oh, okay.
Okay, so how do you like...
I'm like an hour in.
Oh, okay.
I keep playing on my breaks, which is probably not good for this intense puzzle platforming experience.
Not, I don't know.
I'm like, okay, collect all the gold things. This doesn't seem so bad, but you keep going through the level thinking, man, this is gonna get obtuse real quick.
Yeah. I played just enough to go, this isn't engaging for me. Like, this isn't my jam.
Mm-hmm.
You been playing anything else, Aggro?
I've been playing stare at my PS4 in my unlit room and think, why isn't Destiny inside of you?
Is Destiny the name for your,
No, I know why that's not inside my PS4.
That's good!
There's not room for it and Destiny. I'd need a larger hard drive.
God damn it. Have you been playing anything else other than the sad waiting game?
No. No, I have not.
You have to wait. It's almost over. It's what, 2 weeks now?
Just about. Like, I have inventory at my job, a couple of days, and then Destiny comes out.
Is your job getting Destiny for PS4?
We're selling cards that say we are.
Okay.
It's like pre-order, then get like $9 in Voodoo movie credits.
What?
Voodoo movie
I
credits.
still don't know. Like Walmart's starting to take game trade-ins. I still don't know how that works.
Some stores have started that, I hear.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't expect Walmart to sell used games.
They'll sell anything.
I don't know. Have they said they're going to sell them?
See, I don't know.
See, the weird
I
part
haven't
is
seen them.
when they announced that they were doing that, they didn't really announce that they're selling them, as far as I heard. I could be wrong and uninformed. So there was the possibility that they were just taking them in and selling them to some other service.
Yeah, like, are they selling them to GameStop?
Sell them to Best Buy?
Best Buy?
Maybe they're donating them to children's hospitals.
Yeah, I'm sure they're totally doing that.
I don't know, man.
That makes a lot of money.
Well, Walmart's got a lot of back-end cash, and every now and then they're like, people think we're evil. 10 million over here, 10 million over here.
And that's basically nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like it's fantastic.
Well, I don't know. It kind of is. Walmart's like the biggest company ever. It is not the most profitable.
No, but you know, it's weird because profit can be perceived two ways. It can be perceived in raw dollars, or it could be perceived as a margin. So if you perceive it as a margin of the revenue, not even close. Like Walmart's not that profitable at all.
Yeah.
But they're so huge.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of number there.
What was it? I remember one of the lawsuits with Walmart, where is the government basically suing them because of the disposal of something or another. And,
Oh yeah, the California thing.
yeah, and they were like, so they paid this much money. The amount of money they make in profit and sales in 1 hour. And I'm like, huh? That was a lot of money before you phrased it like that. Mm-hmm. That was a fuckload. But in any case, yeah, because like we may want to. I don't know. Why were you asking? Just out of curiosity?
Yeah,
the
just
Destiny thing.
Right. I was wondering if you're coming out to my job to get it, or
If it doesn't show up at Walmart, yeah, I will start driving to every place that exists, roughly demanding. And it's I know it won't be a good thing to do, but I know that my frustration will carry from place to place. So about the 4th place I go, I'll open with kicking in the door and just grunting, "Destiny!" Which may or may not be understood by the person behind the counter.
I still haven't reserved it myself. Hey, Bob.
what's up?
You're a fucking tool bag. What do I get for pre-ordering Destiny at your job?
You get a speeder bike that's faster in the Vanguard weapon pack.
Thank you, Bob.
Faster speeder bike's actually kind of cool.
What was that thing we saw the pre-order bonus for? Assassin's Creed has a pre-order bonus. No shit. For pants that make you run faster.
Those are nice pants.
I play Warcraft, man. That's not funny. That's cool.
It's just funny. Like, you can imagine an ancient scribes.
Have you seen the pants that French people wore?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've got the culotte,
Yeah.
and then you got like the sans culotte.
Yeah.
With you know, like the mid-level merchants, where they wore full pants. If you've seen where and how those culottes like fit, yeah, no, there are pants that can make you run faster than that.
Right. I want to see the historian scribe where they describe he ran away so fast with his, and phrased exactly like the pre-order, Death Hawk pack pants.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to wonder who is doing that bonus, because I saw that on a sign, but that's not what my job is doing.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's Canadian?
Maybe.
Because I haven't heard of that bonus outside of that sign.
Right.
Which was really funny. Maybe that sign's just wrong.
Right? Maybe they printed it completely in error.
Yeah. Huh. Wouldn't be the first time. So, hey, Bob, what have you been playing for the last week?
I've actually had a chance to play a few things this time, so
Oh.
it's not just going to be Fire Emblem, and
Yeah,
that's
you sick bitch.
it. But I did play a lot of Fire.
And-
I'm on the. I beat what I believe to be the final mission last time.
How many
Now,
children must you still develop?
I've got all the children.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I just
Have
need
they all
to.
learned Thunder Punch?
No,
Okay.
but I need to increase their relationship levels with their parents to find out their backstory.
Maybe. And this is just me spitballing.
Uh-huh.
If you want these children to like their parents more,
Uh-huh.
you should stop throwing them into this endless struggle of military combat.
What? No,
That doesn't
just
sound
weird.
right.
Bob, all of your characters need to go home and be family men.
They'll have time for that after the
After
war.
they breed this new army.
That's right. But yeah, I believe I'm on the final mission finally.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Other than that,
Child soldiers.
look, they're like
Any of them named Jack?
they're all.
I was working up to that reference.
I'm sorry.
They're not children. They're like all over 18
but
at
they're
least.
They're not
Huge.
children, they're property.
I
They
know.
belong to the state.
Plucked them from time.
They came back in time of their own free will, guys.
Look,
It's,
they're not going to be born for another few decades, so they don't technically have rights. You're fucked up, Bob. You and your war machine. War Machine should totally be in Fire Emblem.
Jesus Christ, that's not balanced.
probably not.
It's Fire Emblem. Like, and then two guys jumped out of the wall behind you and killed your cleric. All right, well then this guy puts on the fucking Mark V armor and goes to town on him. Your move, Fire Emblem.
So what else you been playing, Bob?
Tales of Zillia 2. And
Oh, yes.
hopefully we'll report a
We'll
quick
be getting
look
a
for
quick play of that in the next few days. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. If you're a fan of Tales of Zillia, you'll probably want to pick it up.
You said it's a direct follow-up?
Yeah, if this takes place only 1 year after, so...
Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
They reuse everyone's animations and stuff for everything, and all of their move sets. So only the new character has new moves, and it's kind of just... It's super lazy.
Me, was that singular, only the new character?
So far... He's the only new one. I hear that there are a few more that are returning characters who we previously couldn't play as.
Okay.
So those will be new movesets as well.
Okay. That's something.
And the main character has 3 different weapon types to switch between, so technically he's like got 3 different movesets. So that's...
Incredible.
That's nifty.
Why do I feel like every time we talk about a JRPG we like, we're apologizing for it?
Because we put this podcast on the internet. And that's how people feel. What was it? You start this game indebted. Like, right off the bat, it's just, you owe the bank a shitload of money. And I'm like, high fantasy, right? Right here. Pay up, bitch. I'm like, this is just my life.
This is great escapism. Except in the video game, when I murdered people to pay my debts, there are no consequences.
That's where it ends. So, any other comments on Tales of Zillia 2, or are you going to save that for the quick play?
I don't know. I kind of... It's that situation of it's like... It's hard to recommend. It really is. Like, you have to really be into the first game.
Yeah.
And I was really into the first... I was really into the first game, and I'm like, this is just more of the same. It doesn't feel like as new as interesting as it was back when the first game came around. I don't know. It's weird.
Deep.
What else? I've actually played a good bit of that Muramasa DLC that came out
for the Vita.
Vita.
How is it?
It is nice. It's good stuff.
What do you play as this time?
You play as a ninja who is cursed by a white snake.
Wow, not a farmer.
Not a farmer.
Cursed by a white snake.
That farmer was awful.
Yeah.
Like, that was really...
You don't have to convince me that a farmer is awful in an action game.
Why
That's really not that hard. But yeah, ninja cursed by a white snake.
No, because you played this before.
Yeah,
this was in the last podcast.
Right,
I remember being pissed
that
nobody made a white snake joke.
I did internally. Both times. I'm sorry. I didn't say it. Do you want to rectify? Wait, we need to backpedal.
So, Bob.
Okay, what's up?
This ninja. When you switch blades to do your super move, is he in a sheer white dress on the hood of an American muscle car?
He is not.
Okay. Disappointed.
I'm so used to, like, white snakes in Japanese mythology stuff that it doesn't even register anymore.
I'm just not.
You sicken me.
You sicken me. Get out.
But yeah, so he has shuriken. What's the other? Kasurigama and one more weapon type. Bombs. And bombs are actually really cool because he can throw the bombs, but then he can also just do fire punches with them. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, what was that martial art that I had to do with dynamite?
Was it that stupid Tony Jaa film? Dynamite?
No, not Dynamite Warrior. This was older. Old internet video. I think it was just like Kaboom Fu or some shit like that. It was. He had like bamboo daggers with dynamite in them, and the whole thing was him stabbing a guy with it and getting away while it exploded. Which was kind of like Dynamite Warrior, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds a lot like Dynamite Warrior.
I think we invented dynamite so we didn't need martial arts. Well, I mean, I don't think that's what Nobel was thinking.
Yeah, probably not.
But that guy was Swedish, so, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
No one Swedish listens to our podcast, right?
Actually.
Shit.
Yeah. So, you've been playing anything else? Those aren't games.
Yeah.
Those are sounds.
Oof.
You just keep making none of those. What do you...
I don't...
Okay, Aggro, this isn't even convincing anymore. Stop clicking all the sounds on the Bob soundboard. Sorry, everyone. We dropped the shoe. Bob's not here. He's been dead for months.
We keep buying Muramasa DLC in his name.
We bought a sound font based on his voice, and we've been playing Miku Miku Hatsune Project Diva with him in it. We modded it so that way Bob was a Vocaloid. We miss him dearly, but damn is it funny.
Bob, you would be terrifying in that game.
Well, Bob's missing an eye and has an eye patch, and he also has some other scars, and his hair's like 3 times as long. Like, for starters. That's just for starters.
Straight jet black hair, eye patch.
Yeah.
We're talking like Vice President style, like really cold and studious, but there's sort of like dairy underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Bob. You're a little dairy underneath.
Is
all
he?
right. Wow. Okay. I feel like I played something else on the 3DS. I just can't think of what it was.
Well, maybe it wasn't Gunvolt,
right? I keep staring at the store, and Gunvolt still isn't out for 3DS.
That's unfortunate.
And yeah. So I guess there wasn't anything else. I guess that was it.
So Bob's a liar. Well, I guess you never held the controller. I don't... No, you did. You did.
Oh, God, I played X8.
Mega Man X8.
Mega Man, that is exactly as terrible as I remember it.
I see, when you get to the end of the Let's Play, because the Let's Play is going up as I speak, and it will roll out over the next few days, you'll see why I don't remember it being terrible. Because the entire balance of the game radically shifts by getting something super obvious. Like, oh, I'm missing a thing, I should go get it. But it turns out 2 of those things radically change the game from at all challenging to a fucking joke. So that's why I don't remember the game being a ball buster. I got those parts earlier in my last playthrough before we went back and played this. Because I've only played through it, well, I guess 3 times now. Twice for this Let's Play and once before that. But yeah, that Let's Play, though it is not our usual style of us like just hanging on a couch and whatever, me in that game alone and me dealing with it, and then at the end, because Eric comes in at a random point, I didn't let him know what he was walking into. I just spring it on him and he just yells at me. It's marvelous. That moment is great.
Yeah,
that was the other thing I played. I played a lot of Diablo yesterday.
A lot of Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
For the PS4.
Right.
Yeah, we played a good bit of that. We were hanging out with Brett, and Eric has an addiction, so he just sort of appeared in the room when we started playing it. And, yeah, the console versions do this thing. I forget the name of the system, but if you're the apprentice system, if you're under-leveled and you join some allies, it'll actually boost your stats to get you on their level.
Yeah.
We're of the opinion it slightly overswings on that, but, hey, whatever. I'm not sure of that yet.
I think that what really is happening is the Demon Hunter is just garbage and can't actually deal damage.
Might be.
Oh my god, really?
That's what it feels like. I have to sit back here, and then Dan can run in and destroy everything.
It started out overpowered, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Because it should have. It's a demon hunter. It's
right. You would think.
That's what happened in League. That's what always happens. This is the demon hunter. Way too much damage.
But yeah, me and Brett were playing alone at first, and yeah, we were not really able to take out monsters. He was a wizard, and I was a demon hunter. It's like, we should both be high DPS, just have to stay away from the guys.
Yeah.
But the monsters just weren't dying.
And then I start playing after I wake up after my 20 minutes of sleep for...
It was probably more like an hour.
Okay, that's
Brett's
what I thought.
Time
he underestimated.
Is awful.
Well, he was playing Diablo 3 in his defense.
Diablo 3 is horrible at time.
No, it's great at time, but not for you, human. But no, yeah, so I slept for like an hour on the couch because I'd been up for a day straight or something. And then I start playing with them, and I just have one move. I'm playing as a monk. It's this circle attack where I just appear and dash into them 7 times from a bunch of different directions, punching them. And it just does such an fucking insane amount of damage right off the bat that I just melt enemies. Mm-hmm. On top of that, my armor is like 3 times what Bob's is. So I'm standing next to Belial. Was that? No, it was the Butcher. The Butcher was the final boss of Act 1, which was weird. But in any case, So I'm just standing there as fire is shooting up from the layer below me, beating the shit out of this boss who's wailing on me. My health won't even go down.
We are in expert mode, mind you.
Monks are always super balanced.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Steve proved that in D&D. Buck. No, Buck was the other
Buck
one.
was the barbarian.
Yeah, that's right.
Bimmy
I just
was
remembered
the monk.
Bimmy.
I hear good things about Bob's monk.
That was mostly miscalculation.
Yes, it was. Steve texts me, "Can Bob do this?" I'm like, "No, he cannot."
You are doing that incorrect, my friend. So yeah, I don't know if it's a class balance thing or if it really is just overswinging with me. We're playing on the highest difficulty possible, so there's no reason an underleveled warrior should be able to just stand at the butcher as the butcher wails on him while fire is flying up from below and not lose more than 10%
You did have a
of
full
my
set
health.
of legendary gear thanks to the weird system of, oh, you have a lot of PSM friends who play this game. Here's a lot of gifts.
Yeah, see,
What?
here's the thing. The game will randomly drop for you while you are playing the ability, like a gift for a specific friend. So then you go into your inventory and you select to send it to them. And then next time they sign in, it'll tell them, hey, you have a gift waiting. You go and you check out the gift, you pull it out, and you identify it, and it's usually something fucking nice. Well, I have a large friends list. So it was like 12 something nice. And it was a
Monk
fucking...
shows up in full shiny plate armor. "What's up, you guys? Let's do it."
Let's do this.
You had a mystical green sword that was like growing in one hand, and the other is this mace that was on fire.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Dan.
It was pretty incredible.
Like playing Puzzle Quest with his ass. Like, no, yeah, everything's cool. There's parity here.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
My helmet doesn't block all incoming damage.
And I was the underleveled one, which was the most ridiculous part thing. Yeah, I think you guys should have more friends who play Diablo 3.
Apparently.
That's your problem. You need to get more people to play Diablo 3 in order to do well in Diablo 3.
This
It's
isn't
not
a-
pay to win. It's get other people to pay to win.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
All I really need is for Eric to have his own PS4. Because then he will have that on tap, and we will all have items forever.
Yes.
Soon Eric will have a PS4.
And it will be full of destiny.
Yes.
So what else I have been playing? I played some Sky Odyssey for Retro Boots. You guys should go watch that Sky Odyssey Retro Boots. I love Sky Odyssey. If you don't love Sky Odyssey, well, that's your problem.
I still think there are just too few games like that.
Yeah. Like, it is a huge problem. I'm constantly angry that there aren't more Pilot Wings and Sky Odysseys. Those are great genres that don't... Like, constantly there's this criticism of the industry of, like, every game is shoot, kill, die, angry, like, you know, aggressive.
Right.
And it's like, well, yeah, but then, like, they release a game like Pilot Wings and no one fucking buys it. If you want to complain about the industry, complain about the consumers. Like...
We kind of suck.
I don't suck. I'm awesome. I bought
Dan's like, I like Pilot Wings.
I bought
My moral
Pilot
high
Wings.
ground is secure.
Yeah. Once again, I knew I would figure out how that wasn't offensive eventually. It's okay that Batman's gay as a joke because I bought Pilot Wings. Thank you and good night.
How
That
do
is
you
so
do it?
disturbingly close to how actual moral high grounding in this industry works.
Yeah, I'm really kind of concerned that people are not gonna get that all of that was a joke. But yeah. In any case, we should do a Pilot Wings Let's Play. I feel like every other Let's Play is voted on one, because I don't want to just constantly do like I want some control here.
Oh yeah, no, we shouldn't vote on everything. That'd be bad.
I don't know.
For us.
I don't know if that's common practice out there. I know voting for what Let's Play is next is a relatively common thing, but I don't know if it's constant for most people. But yeah, I don't know. We're doing Outland next. It won the vote.
Yeah, I saw Outland. I'm like, I most want to play Outland, but I don't know what we're gonna say during Outland because we're gonna gush for an hour and then
it's us. So I mean, but every game's that. Devil May Cry. Speaking of which, you have to be here when we eventually Let's Play Devil May Cry 2.
Oh my god. Are we going to do both
But
ways?
I've been able to completely avoid 2 my entire life.
That's gonna change.
That's why you're...
Damn it.
So that way it's fresh on someone.
I'll need more crown.
I'll need more crime. I feel like I played something else. I got this time ever since we got set up on 2 different lists. We got set up on videogamecaster.com, and because their website, you know, what's the term? They showcase the most recent additions to their site. We've been on the front page of that site. And as such, we've been getting a lot of attention in that email address. We've been getting a lot of coverage requests. So I've been going through a lot of stuff, just trying to figure out, like, what of this stuff is stuff I really want to play on the site. We've got 2 awesome iPhone games coming up, and some other things. Some of the other things are going to take longer to cover. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, we're going to do a quick play of Inverbus Vetus, the wizard casting first-person temple explorer game where you use your voice to cast magic. What was it? Tosh was just watching me play, and she's like, Aggro needs to see this. It's good shit. It's good shit.
Ooh. I got one more comment on the Outland thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that has to be the name of more than one game.
Ooh.
I actually started thinking about that.
We should find the other one.
I was like, do they think we're going to play some other game in Outland, or do they know it's the PSN and Xbox Live game?
Well, they're going to learn.
They're going to learn which is the correct Outland.
Yeah. Because if there's another one called Outland, I feel like it's called Outlands.
We start playing Borderlands? No, it was a typo. Why does this look so shitty? We zoomed in on Borderlands Vita. Welcome to the Let's Play, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. That would be a great Let's Play. Like, that would be incredible. I'm just, real quick.
Just get a GoPro.
I'm just gonna see if that Let's Play exists. Bob, talk to Aggro about Honor and Vengeance.
So Bob, why the fuck wasn't that spaceship just a couple inches lower on the screen?
Honor. Oh yeah, that's what Honor and Vengeance was. I forgot.
What was up with that font?
I don't know.
That font was horseshit.
I can't really understand anything about that game.
Well, it's Mars.
Did he post part 2?
Yeah.
There's a part 2?
All right.
You kept going?
Yep.
There's actually a sequel.
Oh right, the sequel to the game.
Where they have the cursor that is there and you can aim with, but it does not actually portray where you shoot.
Yes!
That might be worse than what they did in the first game.
Awesome.
But at the same time, you actually are looking forward, which is way better than what happened there. Oh,
there is some sick son of a bitch on the internet doing a Borderlands Vita Let's Play, and it is as bad as we've been joking.
Godspeed, you Black Emperor.
All of his thumbnails are off-center, like, camera shots of his Vita. You can't tell what's on the screen because I guess his brightness and stuff for his camera isn't set right.
I wonder if the PlayStation TV will run that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Well, I mean, if you want to be a bitch about it.
I want to get good video.
Yeah, what did I say?
Oh, sad. What was it?
Every now and then, I'm pretty sure your dedication to video quality far outstrips what a lot of the shit we do deserves.
Absolutely, but who's going to deliver quality What Indie Hell stuff? Like, and no one on the internet's doing that, right, guys? No one. Or the top of Castlevania top 8 moments. Like, nobody out there is just blatantly lying enough in their top lists. And we're here to rectify that. That's our obligation.
Nice.
Yeah. So do you want to be involved in the Outland Let's Play?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool.
Love Outland. I need to see more of it.
Figure out a day where you and Eric are available and Bob can miss Outland again.
Oh. Yeah, I still have not even touched that game. It's crazy.
Bob.
Bob! Bobby!
Fucking Jay played Outland. He doesn't play anything.
Okay, yeah, that makes it sound pretty bad.
What was it? There was a discrepancy once about, Jay brought up of how we refer to him as Jay from Halcyon.com.
Right.
But he never once self-addressed as Jay from Halcyon.com.
But he's Jay from Halcyon.com.
I get that. I get that Jay's name is Jay from HailZeon.com.
Right.
I understand that. Don't you understand that, Bob?
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, okay. So we all agree Jay is Jay from HailZeon.com, right?
Yeah.
Hope you motherfuckers like news, because we've got news. Aggro.
Yeah.
That Legend of Korra game, have you seen it?
No.
Looks damn good.
There's stuff to see.
Made by Platinum.
Right. I heard the Platinum thing. Kind of freaking out.
There's some shit out there. It's going to be PS4, Xbox One?
I think that's right. It might be something else too. Maybe PC.
Yeah. Maybe. So that's coming out October 21st.
Nice.
22nd on Xbox Live, 21st on PlayStation and PC.
Ha-ha!
Wow, I had to remember that detail to remember it's PC as well. Okay.
So it's on PC, I hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sugoi. Oculus support now. Okay, just kidding. So yeah, it looks really good. You guys should look up videos of that on the internet.
Yeah,
we
I know
don't have any because we don't get to go to events and stuff.
Yeah, I hear it was actually playable and stuff at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I bet it's
Nice.
going to be playable at PAX.
Probably. I mean, it's PAX. It's important.
Right?
Why the fuck would they not bring it? They just bring a game. As in, Activision should bring a game. Any of them. They have like 3. Sorry, 4. Skylanders, Destiny, COD, and Legend of Korra.
I'm like, 2 of those are probably going to be the biggest media launches this year, so you can't complain too much.
No, I'm making a joke about how they have so few games that are so huge.
Right.
Because they're Activision. They realize doubling down on one franchise is where the money is at.
Yeah. K-type reproduction style. Let's fucking do it.
So, hey guys.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Leak. Did you hear?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, you can see on all the screens the username for the player is ESRB00385.
Yep.
Or it's 0038. That guy is fired as shit.
Yeah.
But we know all the characters that are going to be in the game, and we're going to talk about it here. So if you don't want to hear about it, I would be
I feel
generous
kinda bad,
and
'cause
overskip.
Like Sakurai, I kind of feel bad for that guy.
I mean, like, with Smash Bros, right? Every announcement is cherished. They just, like, everything gets its own trailer, there's CG, there's all this stuff. And they went through the effort for these 3 more characters that haven't been announced. There's more.
Yeah, there are more, and I forgot to put them up.
Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah,
There's
these
a lot.
4+ more characters that haven't been shown off. And I feel bad because that takes a little bit of the air out of it. But at the same time, that game comes out in October?
Yeah, October, like early October, like 3rd or something.
Yeah, Dan has some fucking problems. And it doesn't matter that I know who's going to be in the trailer. When I watch the trailer, I'm still going to be elated. And now we're going to talk about that. So yeah, skip like, I don't know, be generous, skip 10 minutes. If you miss some news, whatever. Hey phone, what's up? I love Android! I love you, Android.
I don't know. This is just the one thing where I keep feeling like maybe we should be polite and respect the wishes of this person that works really hard to make this great thing, and I always feel bad when I see it.
It's already out there.
No, I know it's already out there.
Like,
I'm not saying we're not gonna say it.
If we were Kotaku, that would be a valid discussion within what we are doing. And I understand that's not what you're getting at.
Right.
But yeah, but Kotaku put it on its front page. It's on NeoGAF. It's already hit the more, like, some of the most mainstream fucking coverage places.
I really hope there's still more, just because the character select screen didn't look full.
Yeah, it's set up in a grid where, you know, you see about 3 blocks missing from the lower right and 3 blocks missing from the lower left. It's symmetrical, but it's still got that empty space, and Bob's theorizing that those could be things and not just nothing.
Like, if it weren't just on a solid black plain background and looked kind of bad, then I wouldn't be as like, well, maybe there are more.
So
I want to dream, but that's all I'm saying.
Thing, okay, the 3DS Smash Bros looks kind of bad,
right?
Like, visually ugly game. Just because 3DS, they should not have made it. They really shouldn't have. The 3D vision should not be in that piece of hardware at all, and they should have more competent hardware in it. It's just a total fucking turd. But yeah, no, okay, so let's just say them real quick. We got Ness from Earthbound, of course. And we got Shulk from Xenoblade.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Every time they kept saying Shulk, I'm like, She-Hulk?
Yeah, I'm looking over like, I don't think She-Hulk's Nintendo, guys.
Guys, this has to be wrong.
So many gifts on Gaff, I gotta say.
Right? We have the Duck Hunt dog.
Who can I can only assume plays like the killer whale from Mugen.
It just holds up your corpse. When did you die? We don't know. But yeah, it's the Duck Hunt dog and the duck, like in the selectable image, so that could be interesting.
And Bowser Jr.
Hey, we're not moving on yet because you groaned over Duck Hunt dog.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt dog valid. The fact he's in here and Ice Climbers aren't is sad.
Yeah. I love Ice Climbers.
I love Ice Climbers too. They're hard as hell to deal with, but they have hammers.
I mean, if they're gonna have Duck Hunt Dog, just have Zapper. Zapper's better character than Duck Hunt Dog.
Yeah?
I hate Duck Hunt Dog.
Why do you hate the Duck Hunt dog?
He's just a dog that laughs at you. That's all he ever did. He did nothing else.
But he was like the most popular title on the NES.
No, Duck Hunt was.
No, right.
If you played the duck, that'd be better.
You probably use both. I feel like you're a part of that popular mainstream where it's like, fuck that Duck Hunt dog. And I'm like, I was chemically balanced as a kid and still am as an adult.
Right. It doesn't seem like that hipster. It's like, everybody's like, man, Navi was kind of annoying sometimes. Some people, like, the Duck Hunt dog murdered their parents.
Yeah, no,
Like Bob.
I don't hate him as a character. I hate the idea of him as Smash because he didn't do anything. He's boring.
In Smash. You're looking at the whole Smash roster and you're like, 7 Pokemon? Let's do it.
Mr.
Duck Hunt
Game
dog,
Watch,
go fuck
Rob
yourself.
the Robot.
Mr. Game & Watch had lots of different games, and you can see all the different little
wait.
animations and
No,
stuff.
let's break this down. Rob the Robot's a piece of shit that doesn't work. Duck Hunt dog worked. So fuck you. You should select Rob and you lose because it stopped working years ago. He should play one game. He has one move. It's called Gyromite. He just throws out the Gyromites. He can't even move because real Rob couldn't move. Is he Rob 64? No! That would be cool.
There was a Rob 64?
Rob 64's in Star Fox 64. He was your little assistant. He's like, Rob 64, supplies incoming. And he like, shit
okay. I
flies
was
on
like,
the screen.
did they make another robot for the 64? Did I miss
No,
that?
yeah, no,
Jesus.
that would be pretty scary. But no, like Duck Hunt Dog, I'm okay with. Like, it's just as valid as Ice Climbers. Those things didn't have personalities back then, so the argument of like you don't play as it and it didn't have a personality is horseshit.
Goddamn Captain Falcon is in Smash.
Yeah, you didn't even fucking see him except for a tiny fucking picture in fucking F-Zero original. F-Zero 64, who cares?
You, Bob. Duck Hunt Dog.
F-Zero 64 sucked. But you played as no, you played as the car, Bob. It should be car. It should be F-Zero Blue Falcon.
But you use that.
Let's get fucking Sebulba from Pod Racer to be in Smash.
Yeah, there we go, Bob.
At least he fucking actually kicked something in the movie.
You get 2 fucking forms of Zelda. When did you play as Zelda? She doesn't even have a personality in most Zelda games, Bob.
How many Fire Emblem characters is it gonna take for you to be happy, you son of a bitch?
When does the tyranny stop?
It's like Christmas on the calendar. It just keeps fucking expanding.
But yeah, no, Duck Hunt Dog's fine. I think he will have an interesting playstyle, which is why I'm okay with him and not some of the characters on the roster. Like, they announced Ganondorf's coming back.
I really hope he has a moveset this time.
I assume he doesn't. So
Yeah, he
I'm just
probably
like,
doesn't.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys, I forgot my sword again.
Oops.
I
forgot
Wind
my-
Waker Ganondorf.
I forgot my flying around and being awesome again.
Why isn't his Super Smash turned into enormous pig monster?
I don't know.
Well, he does.
Well, he does the, what was that, Twilight Princess?
Yeah, Twilight Princess pig monster thing.
And he just stomps and flies away, which is really lame. They reuse a lot of the final smashes in this, and that's my largest problem right now. Like, a lot. Mario's is the exact same. It's kind of like... I understand minor movesets and things, but the final smashes weren't... Like, a lot of them are kind of shitty in Brawl. Like,
At least they changed Kirby.
But did they change Jigglypuff?
Who knows?
That's the important thing, because it's like I got big and no one like hugged my fat ass. Yeah, that's all I fucking. And that
no, Jigglypuff will get her Mega Evolution.
I will fucking kill
you shut your whore mouth right now.
You know that Jay from Hail Xeon guy has now been in GigaBoots videos defending Mega Evolutions. Because of Weeaboos.
Man.
Fuck that guy.
You're gonna have to kill that guy in his sleep. And then when I'm walking by his room and he's listening to our podcast and I hear me threaten to kill him, we're gonna share an awkward glance.
Good. I feel like there's someone else other than Bowser Jr.
Yeah, Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr. Fuck Bowser Jr. Cause like, okay, right? Here's the modality of Bowser Jr. You had Baby Bowser in Super Mario World 2. This isn't Baby Bowser. This is Bowser Jr. from Sunshine. He's fucking annoying Urkel voice. And then for some reason he has the pod that Bowser uses in Super Mario World. You know, the cool, weird, floaty. And I'm just like, no one fucking likes Bowser Jr. Up until this moment, Smash Bros. Held out on baby characters.
Pichu.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's... No. I don't think you understand. Baby Daisy, Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Pichu. One of these
Pokemon.
things... Well, yeah, I understand it's nomenclature, but it's just another Pokemon. Like, that isn't the same thing as, like, we need more characters for the sports game. Let's invent Baby Luigi or Baby Daisy or, what was it?
Baby Palutena.
Baby Palutena. It's just like, I do not like that. And fuck Bowser Jr. Just like, have either of you played through Sunshine?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you playing through Sunshine? At some point, I was playing it, I'm like, you're kind of shit. No, I didn't.
No?
I didn't.
Wow.
Sonshine's garbage. We'll do a Let's Play. I will fucking do a Let's Play of fucking Sunshine. It's goddamn garbage.
I want to play Sunshine. I was friends with the people who like Sunshine, and I'm...
Yeah, me too. Joseph fucking Nealon.
Oh, God.
Joseph fucking Nealon's like, oh, Sunshine's fine. And I'm like, no, it isn't.
Like, I never played
No,
it
Joe,
myself.
I understand. You have a GameCube. I do too. That doesn't make this okay.
Like, I never really played the game myself, so I can't offer an opinion on it. But, Bob, out of all the people I know that have played Sunshine, you're the one I hate the least.
I'm not sure what that statement means. Like, concretely, I can assume things from it. Yeah, fucking Sunshine. Fucking Sunshine. There's one good part in Sunshine. You know what it is? There's little bonus missions where it takes away the fucking sprinkler and it becomes a normal game about platforming finesse. Not taking a Yoshi through a fucking ghost house, barfing everywhere while you're trying to fucking find this thing in, like, the camera and the... I hate that game. Okay,
yeah, the cleaning everything off was just like, why would you want to do this?
I don't know. It takes like an hour to go through each level because, like, I'm OCD. It's like, hey, clean everything. And I'm like, you're a nightmare dimension for me.
Yeah.
I do not like you, game. You didn't like the...
I did not like the cleaning. I liked some of the powers that the water cannon gave you, but...
I think there was like one that I liked, which was the Uber Dash.
Yeah, the Super Dash.
And that was really mostly awesome on water. Because, like, you could just keep going.
Right.
Is Banjo-Kazooie in Smash yet?
No, I think Rare retains the rights to that, which is a damn shame. Yeah, that's why they made the 360
Oh, right,
one.
because Rare, it still exists. I keep forgetting the husk of Rare was...
Yeah.
Still being dragged around and had his name plastered on things.
See, that's the interesting thing about this. Like, that whole Oddworld scenario, where it's this small indie studio making the newer Oddworlds and the remakes and stuff, right?
Right.
That is an interesting story, because if you think about it, Banjo-Kazooie's owned by Rare instead of even Nintendo. But in this case, it's not even a studio that's retaining the rights to Oddworld. It's like Lorne whatever who retained the rights. There are so few stories in video game history that are that, and almost all of them are from Europe. Almost every single time the original creator retains the rights, it's always like an Eric Chahi from Another World, or a Jordan Mechner from The Last Voyage? whatever. It's a Prince of Persia guy. He's
Yeah,
famous for Prince of Persia. But I was going to point out the things that give me more street cred.
Oh, I see.
Karateka.
Harebrained Studios.
Prince of Persia. What?
Harebrained Studios. The guy who made Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Still has those rights.
Oh, that's true. Wait, no. I think part of the Kickstarter money was to get the rights to do something. Or did he...
No, he still had it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it was a question of him still having it, because he got together everyone who ever made a fucking Shadowrun game.
Right,
so I guess between them all, one of those fuckers had the rights. They even had the guy who worked in the 360 one.
Fucking Shadowgate just came out. Did you know that? The new Shadowgate came out recently?
Yeah, I heard there.
Still haven't gotten it. Everyone's making the point, Dan, Shadowgate's out, didn't you? And I'm like, I don't have fucking money!
Shadowgate!
I'm like covered...
Let's play Shadowgate!
Yeah, we should. Absolutely.
Wow.
Right?
If there were ever a game that justified face cam and alcohol. Yeah, that would be great.
To this day, Shadowgate is, no matter what bullshit it ever pulls, I always respect it for being a game where you huck a spirit, and like Dan hucks a spirit at Troll, and the Troll goes down. I'm like, how the fuck did that kill a Troll? Dan crosses the bridge. Dan comes back. The Troll's fucking waiting for him with that spear. Oh shit!
The Troll's fucking metal, and we're fucked. Anything else on Smash Bros?
Yeah, Gino's still not a character.
Yeah,
what? Suck it.
Yeah, the fact Duck Hunt Dog and Shulk are in here, and Gino isn't. Mostly Shulk.
I'm surprised that Shulk made it. I guess just because they're making a new Xenoblade? That's like the only
It was surprising. You know, there was so little room left after all those Fire Emblem characters.
Well, to be fair, with the Fire Emblem characters, aren't 4 of them actually 2 characters?
I mean, there aren't...
Do they have segregated selection slots?
Yeah,
Okay.
They do. So there's Mars, Lucina are the same character.
Okay.
And then the only other 2 characters are Robin and Ike.
That's true. A lot of people seem to think the Robins are like 2 different characters.
No,
that's male-female.
Yeah, that's the same thing as the Wii Fit Trainer. You can just switch between them.
So you can do male Wii Fit Trainer?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never seen it.
Yeah, but that's because no one really recognizes him, and I don't know.
I see a lot on Gaff, because he's a ridiculously muscly guy. It's great.
But okay, so you're saying that Marth and Lucina are not on the same slot?
They are not on the same slot because they are...
That's sad. I don't know.
I don't know.
I hate the bloat. I hate this fucking bloat of it's the same character, but whatever. We named it different.
If they change anything about the way it plays, then I'm fine with it.
So if Mario has slightly different hit points with his punch and is now wearing a green cap, that is Green Mario.
That is Green Mario.
And a valid character to get his own slot.
As long as we're not saying that slots are like, oh, well, that means since that took a slot, we can't have this many more characters. No, I mean... That's not how it works.
But on the screen,
but that's how everybody's gonna read it.
I mean, you look at the screen and you see that fucking bloat. You see Ganondorf and fucking... It's stupid. I hate after this many Smash Bros, we still are adding characters like that. I understand Melee. Like that long ago, you want to bulk up the character selection, whatever, and you do that. It is 2014. It is not acceptable in pretty much most video games to have a character that is 99% the same, but it looks different and be like, this is a new character. It's not Captain Falcon. It's just fucking Ganon being Captain Falcon. That has always killed me. That is such a fucked up, incorrect thing to map him to.
Right.
You could have made him Mario and it would have been closer.
Of course, then you have this weird cycle where you get into where like, Ganondorf fights nothing like Captain Falcon. Oh wait, neither does Captain Falcon.
Yeah, that guy...
So I guess they're both clones of some other nebulous concept.
Dark Wizard, is that a character?
But I don't know. At least with the Luciana Mars thing, that character's basically supposed to fight the same way anyway. It's not insane like Ganondorf.
Right. That's why I kind of want them on the same fucking slot. Like, they're going to have the same Final Smash. They're going to play almost the exact same. I just want them on the same slot.
They might have a different Final Smash. It'd be weird if they didn't.
I think it'd be...
What? Ganondorf's have a different Final Smash.
All of their moves are the fucking... Yeah, but you can't have Ganondorf in a race car. You can. You can.
You can.
You guys are fucking retarded. 1 and 2. You can have Marth and Luciana or Lucina. You keep changing how you're pronouncing it now. I don't know because I didn't play that fucking game. Yeah, Girl Marth. Do the same fucking move, and 99% of people are going to be okay with that. The only reason you wouldn't be okay with it, like if it was in the game and they did it, you'd be fine. But now that you've said this, and if they do it, you're gonna be like, well, that could have been something else.
And honestly, it would be better if she got her own full moveset.
It'd be great if she was her own fucking character. But she's not. She's just a bloke character.
But that lets them do lots of different like costumes and color schemes and stuff for each individual one, instead of dividing it so half of Marth's colors are just Luciana. Unless you want to...
Are you implying that by doing that, you now have fewer colors?
Yes.
How does that make more sense than we've added a separate character, but don't worry, guys, I'm sure that budget didn't go towards them instead of another character. That's just as invalid of a thought. You can still have the same amount of colors and stick it on the same slot. Because people have different numbers of colors anyways.
Do they?
Yeah. Some characters have more colors than others.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kirby has a shitload. Yoshi has a shitload.
I thought that was always the same number, though.
Okay, what's that number then?
Like
I want you to...
4 or something. Maybe 5.
No, yeah, there were different ones. You know, you have a few different colors, and then some people had completely different costumes. And
yeah, fucking...
I think the Wario is the only one like that, though, right?
I think, yeah, Wario's the one with the dual costume. Feel like there was one other character that did that, but I can't remember at the moment.
Oh yeah, was Dr. Mario a whole different character?
Dr. Mario was a whole different character.
Hmm.
Yeah. At least his fireballs were pills.
I wonder if Shulk is going to have the voice actor from
I wonder if Marth will just pull out a large dick. It'll just be a dick. That way we've replaced his object. He's fighting with a dildo instead of a sword, and now they're different characters in Dan's brain.
Now you got like this, you got this Link, you got Toon Link, you got Zelda 2 Link fighting with a dick.
Yeah, there we go. And then they go out and they sword fight. We're having a great podcast today, gentlemen. I want to thank you both. But unfortunately, we can't stay any longer on the Smash Bros. News.
Okay.
Because we told them 10 minutes and then we took 30. Pokken is announced for arcades. Why did you put the word fighters there? I haven't seen that anywhere else.
That's weird. I think Kotaku posted Pokken Fighters. I don't know.
Yeah? Even this trailer just said Pokken Tournament.
Okay. Well, then it's...
Now I'm curious, which one of these 3 things is it? Is it just Pokken, a Pokken Tournament, or Pokken Fighters?
I don't know, man.
What the fuck? Whatever.
Does it really matter?
Pokemon Tekken. And it's come to arcades, but apparently not Wii U, at least not yet. I'm guessing Namco's like, look, we'll make that game, but you don't sell copies of things on your platform. That's where you send things to die.
Yeah. Man.
The trailer they shot out has Lucario fighting Machamp in it. Both are fighting types. The implication here is probably that'll be a lot of fighting types.
And Geodude.
Geodude totally fighting.
I mean, Brock entered him in that fighting tournament. That always pissed me off. Like, no, he's got fists. He's not a fighting type. Come on.
Well, maybe he knew a fighting move.
I mean, he is like 40% fist.
That's true. I don't know. I don't know if this is even a good idea.
What?
Pokken Fighters. Or Pokken, or whatever it is.
I think... why not? Let's go with why not, since you're trying to make the point that it's probably not.
It's... I don't know. It's just... Does Pokemon need its own, like, fighting game? It's a strange thing to get into.
It's one of those things.
Like, wow, that is...
If it's good, this was a great idea. If it's bad, why did you even try this?
Right. It's not, it could be good. It could be all right. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a strange thing to be like. Does it deserve its own fighting game? Like,
it's got so many other genres already.
Fucking Japan.
I guess
like,
you can get into.
Does it have a
how many things have a fighting game in Japan? Too many things.
Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy, all of them. To be fair, that's the best fighting game. Dissidia.
Oh, right, Dissidia.
Yeah.
Hergate doesn't count.
I was like, did 9 have a fighting game?
Yeah, Hergate. Oh, fuck Hergate.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, God, fucking Hergate. I'm dying. But
so,
yeah, no,
so it doesn't end up like Hergate.
No, I'm dying because that's such an insane thing.
Kingdom Hearts had a fighting game.
Like,
what?
The Bouncer.
That wasn't a fighting game
It was a game in which you fought a lot. So it's a fighting game.
Yep, Devil May Cry, Call of Duty, both fighting games.
Well, do you punch people to death in Call of Duty?
You do in the new one.
You do sweep kicks and things, and you do really fighting game looking moves.
I think I did a sweep kick in the Medal of Honor.
I think Battlefield 3 hardly had one.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't know. You just make sure you select Pokemon that make it work, and it'll be fine. I think it's a perfectly valid idea. We have enough Pokemon fighting type to just do the whole game with that and have characters that would work for a fighting game.
Right. Now it's going to be funny when they show on Pikachu anyway.
Yeah. With boxing gloves.
Oh my god.
It was the best episode.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ash is like, let's fucking go. And they're like, Ash, get your shit out of here.
It's... Yeah.
You know, more people need that response to Ash.
It'd be a better series. He wouldn't get off that island.
Right, Ash, we don't do this in Hoenn. Pack your shit and go out.
No, they wouldn't let him on the boat. He's like, I'm gonna go over there to the Orange Islands. They're like, that's not a thing. There is no such thing as the Orange Islands. Fuck you, Leaf Green and Fire Red. There's no such thing as that. Go home and stop being an idiot. I've had 3 calls from the police over the last month telling me to look out for you.
Like, Ash, when you become the Indigo Plateau champion, then your ass gets to move on. Not before.
Right?
You beat Lance.
Okay.
And you go to the Orange Islands.
This sounds horrible, right? Right? Thematically, it's awesome, but as humans' rights, terrible. Wouldn't it be awesome to get a green card? Like, in order to get a passport to go places, you had to be, like, incredibly awesome? The representation of America overseas?
Let me tell you about America. To get out. Yeah, that'd be great if we didn't let you out of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that
not
be
a green
fucking
card.
incredible?
That's a passport.
Yeah, I corrected.
That green card thing, kind of true.
Passport. Kind of, yeah. But even then, it's a little weird because
you got to go through the process. Oh wait, you're really good at physics? All right, come over.
Okay, come over. What was it?
You're really good at baseball?
Most Silicon Valley companies are constantly trying to get more, what do they call that? When you come over to work for a set period of time.
A work visa?
Work visa. Thank you. I was like, But yeah, they're constantly fighting for more work visas.
Why is Vegeta your thinking process?
That wasn't Vegeta, was it? Was it Vegeta?
I don't know, maybe.
It was
Okay, I don't think of it. But in any case, yeah. It would be pretty awesome, yeah. And then America no longer has a shitty reputation because it's a bunch of maybe actually competent or smart people going places instead of a bunch of rich kids.
Or just guys who can win a fighting tournament. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's okay, too.
That would be cool.
That would be all right.
I think it was...
Unfortunately, a bunch of celebrities would still find a way to get visas.
I think Mega Tokyo actually had this
passports.
idea. They show up in Japan and he doesn't have a passport, so he has to beat Junpei at Mortal Kombat in order to get a temporary visa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it worked. Mm-hmm. The more you know.
Other thing about Pokemon Fighters. Lucario's fur looks really bad.
What Bob is trying to say
like the
is
textures.
the game looks like shit.
Yeah, the whole game, I guess.
Yeah.
Does not look great.
Which
is unfortunate, because Tekken used to be really pretty.
Yeah, I was like, but it doesn't look like... Aww.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you announce that for arcades exclusively, and then it looks like that. Like, that looks worse than Tekken Tag Fighter 2. Like, Tekken Tag 2 looks better than that, and that is weird. Because one, it's Tekken Tag.
Maybe the effects for the moves would be so amazing.
I mean, there are clearly way more effects than you usually get in a Tekken game.
Right.
And they do look way better than the effects in a Tekken game.
I always thought that was on purpose in Tekken. Like, no, this is our style.
Garbage.
No one actually does energy fists or anything. we put the gifs over their hands to make it look like that.
Ugh. That's cool, bro. Good job. Good job on that. Whatever that was. Like the light show you got going on in your hands. You got bedazzled gloves. What? Jin and his fucking bedazzled gloves.
That's right.
Sometimes I didn't hear any shit about costumes from the guy who plays Lars.
Captain Lars Pants is an amazing character. He should be in Pokken Fighter.
He would fit right in.
He would.
And that's really bad.
No, that's great. He's a Pokemon trainer, and now it's Universe Sound.
Lars cannot be a Pokemon trainer.
You're right, he's a champion.
He clearly is just hanging out with Lance on the weekends.
And they're just being amazing on
he
top
runs
of
the
things.
leather gym, and you're like, I didn't think leather was a type of Pokemon. And everyone in town's like, it's not.
It's
please.
not. He just wrapped the Geodude in leather and called it Leathermon.
Please don't go in there. You're just encouraging
He
him.
doesn't even understand. We don't put Mon at the end of the Pokemon names. This isn't Digimon. Fucking idiot.
Lars could be a Digidestined.
And this is where Dan's cutting off this conversation. So Mario Kart 8 DLC.
Yes.
Is a thing that is happening.
Noted.
So, yeah, apparently they're doing Zelda, F-Zero, and Animal Crossing stuff, but they're all divided between different packs of just regular levels. Like, the first pack is going to have Zelda, or it's going to have Link and a cart for Link, but then, like, other stuff like Tanuki Mario and that sort of thing.
Nintendo went from not doing DLC to being the most sinister and effective at it. Like they sold Mario Golf earlier this year with an anemic level of content, and then immediately sold a shitload of courses for money.
Right.
Now they're like, we pack Link from The Legend of Zelda with this track that ended up not being that cool. And a hat for Mario. I'm like, Mario, he already has a hat. That's just a blue recolor. Come on.
It's a blue hat.
Oh.
But, yeah, I'm all for the idea of them making a kart racer that's like all their different stuff, but the idea of just doing DLC slowly for the kart racers already out is just really lame. And
I disagree, actually. Yeah. Because then that would mean they would need Mario Kart and some other kart. If they just made another that had everybody.
I guess.
And
well, I mean, you could just stop doing Mario Kart at that point, though. You could move on to Nintendo Kart. No?
Because then they would have radically different vehicles, and I already hate that enough as it is. I honestly, Mario Kart sells. It sells well. Hanging DLC for all those franchises and series you guys like makes a whole lot of sense instead of giving that its own game. So I'm actually okay with this. Like, I'm okay with this much like I'm okay with the idea of Smash Bros. DLC, which apparently is a thing that people are angry over just the idea of on the internet.
I don't understand that. Smash Bros. DLC sounds amazing.
Yeah, like how many fucking characters are we getting already? Yeah, let's do some DLC.
Let's get 20 more over the next 5 years.
You want Gino? $50.
I'm scared because I was like, okay.
Right, I'll do it.
Let's go, bitch.
Fuck me. What have I done? Gino's not even good. He's Mega Man again. People probably think I'm saying that for no reason. I played as Mega Man in the new Smash Bros. He's exactly what you expect from a guy whose shtick is getting a bunch of new abilities. He does a bunch of weird things. So, yeah. Lil Mac, though. That guy's a motherfucker.
Yes, Little Mac.
He's the motherfuckest motherfucker in Motherfucker Town.
Right.
Yes.
The weird thing is that F-Zero sounds like it's not getting a guy even. You just get
the cart.
The cart.
So, the game in which
he could drive a car.
Could be driving a fucking car. That's not the one they.
No, of course not.
I would like to know, the only thing we have to go on Captain Falcon actually being inside that cart is the CGs in the GameCube one. Outside of that, never canonically established. It's probably a scam. No one is inside of any of those carts. It's wrestling.
So anyway.
And then you're getting Isabelle from Animal Crossing, who my only one point of contact with outside of the very, very brief stint that I played the DS Animal Crossing was this comic I saw on the internet. It was about, like, you know, Pokemon had just come out. And it's a picture of Isabelle fucking, like, weird face, like, baked out of it. And she's just, like, writing a letter to the mayor to talk about how ever since you left town, that lush hemp has been growing all over this jam. Motherfuckers are going crazy. Ah, shit, I don't even care. And I was just like, this is the funniest comic I've ever read.
I think a shit ton of pot is what that town really needed. Not bells or, like, fish. No, that Animal Crossing town needed to take some Animal Crossing town time.
Well, everyone's neurotic and obsessed in that town. So
not that dog. That dog is chilled enough.
He's probably the one introducing it. I'm just saying.
Mr. Rossetti needs to switch his dosage of whatever he's on.
Yeah.
Probably blood.
Did Rossetti show up in the latest one? Does he still fucking... We're asking our resident Animal Crossing expert.
Only
addict.
Only if you do the what are they called? Public Works projects, PWPs.
Yeah.
He pops up once, and he's like, "Well, I would be yelling at you. Haha, did you think I was going to?"
It's like, no. Yes, Mr. Rossetti, I shit myself, and I'm having heart palpitations, you terrifying fuck.
Yeah.
So thanks for that.
He just messes with you. He acts like he's gonna do it, and then he doesn't. And he's like, "Yeah, since the reset center isn't actually in town anymore because of budget cuts and all."
Herpy derpy.
So you can choose to have it or not.
Okay.
That's good.
all the
I just hope
DLC.
that I hope
That's
he's not
good.
in Smash Bros. Because
Huh?
that assist
Rossetti
trophy
or-
was really Rossetti.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
Not as annoying as Nintendo.
No, not as annoying as Nintendogs. Nothing is. Is Nintendogs back?
Yeah.
Oh,
They showed that a long time
Yeah, they did.
ago.
Oh man, why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe the 3DS isn't powerful enough to run it. So hey guys,
Hey,
Amazon bought Twitch.
saw that.
Yep, already happened. Past tense.
Okay.
It is. They bought them for $980 million in cash.
Jesus.
That's actually
Like in cash in quotes or like in cash?
technically in cash. I mean, it was a transfer of funds, but
Okay, yeah. So I'm like one bank told the other bank, not like
Not some guys
there
showed
weren't
up with
briefcases involved.
man, that would be great.
Or a mountain of money is being
If
set
I
on
was selling
fire.
an internet company, I would demand briefcases.
So yeah, I'm
full
guessing
of cocaine.
what happened was that the whole Google thing looked very grim because everyone knew, like, Google buys Twitch. That means YouTube live streams are dead or Twitch is dead. Neither of those are good. Neither of those are good. So for the community, because like, imagine you're a YouTube personality. Now you don't get people from Twitch who do Twitch and people from YouTube. You just keep trying to get more people on your YouTube to watch your live streams. Then people are angry that you aren't doing live streams because they're there for your subs. Not only that, there's all sorts of other things that play into this of advertising and shit like that. Literal monopolies that are being erected and no one cares. But yeah, so Amazon got it.
This is an interesting
Thank God.
move for Amazon, who is very slowly and very quietly.
Getting an army.
Yeah, they're slowly building a Google mirror behind the scenes. They're like, by the way, we released a phone and our data plan is literal insanity.
What was it? Fucking, you take this into account with, you take into account the fact that they bought a game studio earlier this year. And then they have their own Amazon Games studio. In fact, they tweeted out about this. They have a Twitter account. And they're just like, yeah, we're welcoming Twitch to the Amazon Games family. And I'm like, a family who's doing something? What do you people do? What's in the boxes I see leaving your house all the time?
How about you mind your own goddamn business there? Yeah, you're cute.
The fucking yeah, they bought what was it, Double Helix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
So the people
was it
made no, we're not
Okay.
making that mistake again. They bought Double Helix.
Right.
We're gonna go through one podcast where we say their names correctly. The people who ported Pixel Junk Monsters to the Vita is Double 11.
Okay.
The people who made Strider and Killer Instinct for the Xbox One, PS4, etc. For those two combined, is Double Helix.
Right.
Okay, we're getting through this podcast, doing that correctly.
Okay.
Don't you ruin this.
I just, yeah.
Don't you
I was
ruin-
literally asking you.
Nope.
And then you just
Don't
bring
that badness in here, Bob.
Look, we always got through one without looking like incompetent idiots who can't figure out two companies that are named way too similarly. So, what was I talking about before that? But yeah, they bought Double Helix. They have their own Amazon Game Studios, which is accruing people. Like, it's not just getting smaller studios, it's getting people, like the designer behind the original Portal. It just...
So yeah, so you have to wonder if they're making their own console, like all the rumors say, or if they're just planning to make them break into making games for everything.
I don't know. I hope that what they do it right. Because that Amazon Fire TV thing earlier this year, that was a games console, was shit. That controller was shit. The fact that it's just a mobile chipset that doesn't have the proper libraries to make games run really well was shit. That thing was a half-ass attempt, and if they want to do it better, they gotta stop playing at the level of Ouya.
And wasn't that new phone they released also garbage?
It was fucking bad.
Okay.
Really fucking bad.
Yeah.
There are actually people who are coming out of that with the experience of, like, Android is just fucking bad. It's like, no, Android's better than that. I ain't gonna say Android's better than iOS. iOS is way better than fucking Android. Android's a jank piece of shit. I yell at my phone. It is so incompetent. I don't normally yell at things for not functioning like other things, but Android just functions like a slow jank-ass PC from 1997 sometimes.
Yeah, I saw my mother's Galaxy chugging to play Words with Friends.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I do at a basic technical level, but I don't understand how this is one of the more popular phones. Like, I understand there are cool things you could do with Android, but if it's your fucking phone and you only have one, holy shit, go with iOS. This is coming from the guy who's now owned both. I hate the people who are, like, shitting on things they haven't tried. Like, tons of people who are iOS heavy are like, oh no, Android's bad. I'm like, you don't know. You haven't owned one. You haven't been trapped in the woods for days with a fucking axe murderer. Don't act like you lived out here with me. Okay, maybe you have, Aggro. Maybe you have been trapped in the woods with an axe.
I would technically no. I was making sure.
Okay. So, there were any other comments on Amazon buying Twitch? Anyone?
No.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
yet.
didn't think so. So DDoS attacks took down the PlayStation Network.
Apparently, it wasn't just them.
Yeah, I heard something about Blizzard and Riot also being hit.
Oh, I didn't hear about
Yeah,
that.
there were a few companies that got hit.
I just know Sony has their server set up in a very hilariously not diverse way, so you can always tell when the PlayStation Network's down by going to Sony.com, and if it's down, yep, same deal.
Yeah.
That seems to be how it is every time. Not only that, not only was there the... I'm trying to remember what the first D stands for. Direct denial of service attack?
Yeah, directed.
Directed. Okay. There we go. In any case, not only was there that taking that down, somebody called in a bomb threat to the plane that had the president of Sony Computer Entertainment America on it. They had to land the plane to make sure, and he had to take a separate flight.
So
And now the FBI is involved.
yeah, to all of our non-American listeners,
You don't fucking do
I know you guys have been dealing with terrorism for decades. We're still pretty new at it. And you don't fucking bomb threat a plane in this country. All of this freedom and liberty and civil rights shit goes away. They will black bag your ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
For reference, see the movie V for Vendetta. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun to see the conclusion of. It was the 16-year-old shit. Well, you've ruined your life.
Yeah. Was it funny? I went to the Sony, one of the Sony sites, and their article about it. They're like, we're sorry, we're getting DDoS'd. And like one of the first comments, like, people don't believe they're being DDoS'd. They're like, you're just saying this to cover up for your incompetence.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. I'm like, man, you guys have still not been forgiven for that one attack, have you?
Yeah, I noticed that the blog was very much like, this is not affecting any user
like,
data.
Nobody got in. They just crammed shit in the hole.
Yeah. This is not on the same scale of that at all. So that's about all there is to say about that. So how about Yakuza 0, Bob? You seem to care.
I care. They
Tell us
just
about
announced
it.
that in Japan.
What's it for?
I don't think they actually announced a platform. Probably PS4. Probably.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe PS3 too. I don't know. But yeah, it's set in 1988 and the prequel to the very first Yakuza, and it's actually supposed to like bridge the two games into one.
Like I've seen the costume designs for the Yakuza games, so the first thing I think is, oh my god, that's gonna look fucking sweet. 1988 Yakuza game,
Right?
Yeah.
bring on the neon.
But yeah, there's not really any other info out right now. They've shown off like one picture.
Did it have a fucking sweet suit?
It did, of
Good.
course.
Like, I keep waiting for like the Yakuza Lost in Time game where they're in fucking medieval Europe.
They'll do it one of these days.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yakuza seems to have this great, like, they can do anything straight faced.
why are they all still Asian?
Here in ancient China, Europe.
No, I'm talking like modern day Yakuza cast back through time.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, a Yakuza in King Arthur's court.
So it's Assassin's Creed now.
Except you're really just like punching guys in plate armor till they're unconscious.
Good. That
Sounds like a plan.
way better. So let's talk about DeLorean. Project DeLorean is a thing from Microsoft's R&D labs.
Building a time machine, building a time machine, building a time machine.
They're not building a time
Fuck.
machine. Mm-hmm. They're trying to still do the PlayStation Now sort of thing of cloud gaming that you stream via the internet.
Right.
And they, of course, have realized that getting the packets there in time is really fucking hard. The way Gaikai solved this is by having servers all over the US doing this.
Yeah.
The way they...
It's a very linear thinking way to solve that problem.
It's basically the only way because of the structure of the internet. It's like, well, we can change the internet, we can do some terrible software thing, or
like,
we can
electricity travels this fast, and it needs to go this distance.
Yep.
What's your solution? So he's like, we're going to buy Gaikai and build a fuck ton of everything everywhere.
Whereas Microsoft's solution was that second thing I listed.
The thing they always do, where they pretend that they can make software to fix this problem.
So here's what Project DeLorean is. It uses future projection to figure out what you're going to do in a game by 3 frames, and basically is sending you that video data. It is a combination of that fighting middleware sort of thing, GGPO, but with normal games. So it just takes your inputs, sends that to the server, and does future projections pretty much constantly, and you play that. Of course, anyone who's played GGPO on a bad connection will know how this will go, because it's going to be sluggish, constantly collapsing what you're doing, popping up with weird frames that don't... Like, you will follow through with a punch, and then it'll cut to someone punching you frames ago, because that is what actually occurred. But extrapolated even more out to the cloud streaming level. So you'll be playing, the 2 example games they had were Doom 3 and Fable 3. And they called Doom 3 a Twitch shooter, which was funny.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, so Doom 3 is a Twitch shooter. And they had people playing that in Fable 3, and people said it was okay. So
I also heard something about it took up 5 times the bandwidth they were hoping it would.
Yeah, because they're future casting. Like, it has to broadcast to you frames that it thinks you're going to do.
Right.
So in order to keep doing that, it takes up way more bandwidth. So with data caps, this is the worst idea ever.
You know, one thing Microsoft always had going for it was that it wasn't a Japanese company. So whenever they did something retarded, you didn't look at it and think, okay, one asshole had this idea, and just no one would tell him no.
Yeah. But this was clearly a mandate of, like, cloud gaming could be the future, guys. We need to come up with our own solution. That's smart. Get on it.
No group of consenting adults who have the kind of jobs connected to this decision all the way along this process could have looked at it and gone, this isn't just going to work badly. This isn't going to work. This is a bad idea. Like, this isn't a poorly designed car. This is a bathtub you drew wheels on.
Because if PlayStation Now is still not up to snuff for the people out there who are trying it, which I've heard good things from some people, most people are just, you know, the price.
I'm surprised by how many people will buy it without doing the connection test first. It's like, the connection test, it asks you to do it when you try and buy something.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do it until you bought it. Why did you do that?
So you've been getting a lot of people...
Yes, in my store. It was just
okay.
like, it doesn't work. And I'm like, why did you even buy that? You just wasted... You told me you wasted like $20. Why would you not do the test? The test that it tells you to do and says you probably have a wired connection for.
Yeah, which is another thing. People having wireless adds latency to this that just makes it that much worse.
Right.
Because there are people to this day who are like, wireless is just as good. And it's like, no, it literally is worse. It's a latency thing, not a bandwidth thing. We're sorry, this is science. You're just wrong about this. So yeah, the DeLorean thing sounds like a cheaper way of deploying the same sort of service. Because of course, if you do it through software, if you fix that problem through software, you don't have to build more servers in a bunch of different places across the country. Whereas PlayStation now was Sony going, we want to get into that. Who's doing that right? Oh, these guys. We're going to buy you. And then you're going to do that right. And then we're going to be okay. So we'll be in this field. Plus, Sony's long-term game isn't... Sony's long-term game is to get games working on any hardware. So, like, a game could come out, work on PS4, work on Vita, work on phones. I don't know what Microsoft's game here is. I don't... Like, you have to re-engineer games to work with this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
That's why only 2 games work with it. It's future casting like GGPO. There's only one way to do that, and it's through putting hooks into the fucking game.
Yeah, I didn't think about that level of, man, that's a lot more development per game, and why would...
It's just weird. It's just strange. Because even if you didn't have to implement it on a fine-grained level... then that implies you have a few different versions of every game running, one of which is doing what it thinks you're going to do, and then 2 of which are doing projections based on something you're doing. It's inefficient. Like, and this isn't just coming from me. There are plenty of people who know way more than I do about this sort of thing, who looked into the technical papers, because they're out there for you to look at. If you want to see their technical white papers on this, you can read them. And they're just like, this is fucking... So many games won't even work with this.
I kind of want this system like running on the hardware. I want Project DeLorean on hardware for a game. I want to play a survival horror game where it guesses what I'm going to do.
So you want Killzone 2 to run at 60 frames per second because it assumes 3 out of every 4 frames.
Yes.
That's the only way that could have been worse. Yeah. Okay.
No, we see we can crank it to like 70, and we're rolling 2 different video streams at once. One of what I'm doing, and every 3 frames, it starts doing what it thinks I'm going to do. So you always have this juddering overlay of possible futures as you collapse the waveform.
There was something...
This one decided it was going that end of the map. I'm sorry.
There was something... I had an idea like that for a horror game. I think it was an Oculus Rift one, of like how creepy it would be to lose control. Okay, nope. Yeah, done thinking about that. So DeLorean, yep, it's out there. Go read about it if you want, or you can trust my word. Either one works. We're done with this GigaBoots podcast. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.